like his brother Charles, and then there's the other brother who I don't know who the fuck he is. He's the weird one. Well, they're both weird, but all three of them are fucking weird. But anyway, so today I want to do something a little different than what I normally do. And that is, I wanted to take a look inside of this Criterion Robert Crumb Blu-ray. If this ends up being a wash, I'm just going to throw it away. Nobody's going to see it. But I'm opening this up because A, it's an amazing documentary, but B, because there looks like there's like a booklet in there. So I don't know if there's some amazing art or whatnot. So it's kind of different than what I normally do, but it's really not. So if there's nothing in there that's any good, then you'll never see this video. But if there's good stuff in here, I'll show it off. And yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen this documentary, but man, is this a weird documentary. Robert Crumb's a weird dude, and his brothers are even weirder than he is. Like one of his brothers is like a weird... How can I say this without getting myself in trouble? One of them is not very let's just say he talks in the documentary about how he's been forceful towards women, which is not cool. And then his other brother is just like literally mentally ill. And then Robert Crumb is just a weird dude who has his own kind of weird thing about him. But anyways, this is not talking about the morals of Robert Crumb. So if you've never seen this, it is a very wild ride. It's a great documentary. So you should check it out. But Criterion does these amazing, just like cool box sets, like, or not box sets, but Blu-ray releases and 4K releases. And of course they released Crumb, which is a documentary I think from like 97, 94, 92. I'm not sure what year. 95. So if you've never seen this before, you should definitely check it out. So let's open this up the best I possibly can. And let's see what's inside of here. And if there's nothing in here, then whatever, we will move on. But I believe there's like a booklet with some sketches and stuff like that. So I'll probably cut this part out because I thought it would be a lot easier to unbox than it is. So breaking the seal, though it has no value now. And yeah, it just kind of, this documentary kind of shows Robert Crumb like in the 90s as he's kind of like over the hill and no longer relevant. Some people will disagree and say he's still relevant. I guess he is, I don't know. But and then we have this amazing thing, but inside there's some interesting stuff. Now I think there's, yeah, like his brother Charles, and then there's the other brother who I don't know who the fuck he is. He's the weird one. Well, they're both weird, but all three of them are fucking weird. But anyway, so we have a famous artist talent test. I don't know if this has anything to do with, like, they used to have famous artist courses where you can send your work in and they will kind of critique it. I don't know if this is Robert Crumb's work. So this is Charles Crumb's work. This is very interesting. So it's kind of showing his ability to understand art, I'm guessing, or his type of art style that he's interested in. Well, that's pretty cool. And then very cool. So I'm guessing, okay, so his ability to shade with pencil, your sense of form. So yeah, this is the stuff that you would send in, and they would send you back like a critique. His ability to observe. I'm assuming that's the original because it looks kind of like a Norman Rockwell-like, and then that's his. Very, very interesting stuff. He's very into like those cross contours. This is actually pretty cool. I'm happy that I opened this. I actually am very excited about this video now. Yeah, I don't know why they showed Charles's and not Robert's, but I guess... Because, I mean, it technically is a documentary about all three of them. And I think Charles died, like, right after. But yeah, Charles was great, too. The other one, I don't know how well he was. And, of course, Robert. And then, your creative talent. I guess it's something that he wanted to do. And his overall grade, I don't know. Either an F or an A++, I don't know. So, I don't know if this is actually... Well, obviously, it's not the real one. Obviously. But I don't know if this is, like, what he sent into the famous artist course. But that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's jump in here and take a look at this. So we have a Charles Crumb picture drawing on the front, which is pretty interesting, seeing how it is a documentary technically about Robert Crumb, but yeah. So we have some covers, different times, I will say. Some pictures from the movie, some pictures of them when they were younger dudes, and then and I love these covers. It's so cool to think that, like, you know, making a comic book with, like, a sibling or something like that. But this is later on, actually. This is 98, so I'm not showing earlier stuff. But they did do comics together when they were younger. Oh, Max and Crumb. I think that's the other brother who is a disgusting individual. It's so cool that they add stuff like this. Criterion's very, very... they add a lot of great stuff, like if you're a film fan. And I think it's just so cool that somebody like that Criterion, which is like a boutique label or a fancy label, picked this documentary up and like, yeah, let's bring this to light. I know it won like some awards and stuff when it came out, but if you've never seen it, it's very, very... It's a very good documentary, very entertaining, but it definitely... I think it's one of those things where, you know, you go into it being a Robert Crumb fan, and then you come out of it being like, I'm still a Robert Crumb fan, but yeah, he's a bizarre human being. Some writing stuff here. Not sure what all this is about. So I know his son also was an artist as well, and I think he actually died recently, or within the past few years. And he was a superb artist as well. There's actually a scene in the movie where he's drawing with his dad, and with his dad, Robert Crumb. He was super talented as well. But it's so funny seeing how, like, good Robert Crumb was at that point, where he was kind of drawing in that very realistic style. Yeah, I mean, Robert Crumb is one of those guys where it's like, you know, you think of him doing like those over-exaggerated, like, large females with like large hips and legs and stuff like that, but it's like he is a superb, like, he can draw realistic as well. So yeah, I just wanted to go through this. I thought this would be kind of a cool little thing to throw in here. If you've not checked out the documentary yourself, you definitely should check it out, especially if you're a Robert Crumb fan or just a cartoonist fan, or cartoon art comic fan or art fan, whatever it is. Criterion always has like a half off sale twice a year, and then they do like a flash sale, and it's just an interesting little thing to kind of take a look at. And there's a bunch of special features as well, a bunch of commentaries, and just, yeah, it's really cool. I'm a big fan of Criterion. I don't talk about films enough on this channel, but I'm a huge movie fan as well, and Criterion is pretty top-notch, high-quality stuff, and I think it's super cool that they're into documentaries about cartoonists. Now we just need the one on what is it? The American Splendor movie. that would be that should be a Criterion release, but it's not for some weird reason. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and check out this documentary, and if you can, pick up a copy of this, because it's a very interesting one. I think that it might be streaming on certain places, possibly for free. So yeah, it's a must watch.